Okay, well, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, actually. It's Jeremy and JP. We're out on Nonsuch Island again at the Cahow colony, and we're here to perform a health and weight check on the CahowCam 1 chick. We're not going to bother with the CahowCam 2 chick today because his father, the parent, a male parent bird, is in with the chick today. It's one of his first feeding visits, so we want them to bond and such. But the CahowCam 1 chick has been visited quite a bit over the last week. It wasn't visited last night, but it was visited 2 or 3 nights in a row before that. So we're going to take a look, see how much weight it's gained and how it's growing and such. This is being a very successful year. We have a record number of Cahow chicks on Nonsuch Island. We have 16 confirmed chicks. That is up 3 over our previous high record of 13 from last season, 2021. So we did unfortunately lose 1 chick. We're not sure what, but that's very common in there. So we would have had 17, but we have 16 chicks, which is still a great number. And quite a few of those are to young pairs, first-time breeders. Okay, so yeah, we'll take a look and see how this little guy is doing. Oh yes, I can tell already that has grown quite a bit. Hey. He's actually begging for food from me, I think. With his little beak open. Yeah, I can feel. He still feels quite full. You know, he was fed about 2 nights ago, so he was obviously given a good feeding visit because he still feels quite fat and plump. And he's already about 3 or 4 times bigger than he was when he first hatched. And he's about I think between 2 and 3 weeks old right now, so it's doing well. He's getting more and more used to being handled. You see, there's no problem. I'm just holding him very easily, and yeah, he's a very cooperative little chick. I think he's more curious than anything else. Yeah, it's quite windy today. We've had to scrap a visit to the outer islands, and so we're just trying to concentrate on Nonsuch. So forgive us for the wind noise. It's unavoidable down here. It's quite windy on this side of Nonsuch. Oh yeah, he's doing really well still. He is okay. A bit hard with the wind. 180. It's like 186, so that's 100, and let's see, 76, 169 grams, 169 grams. So yeah, that's quite an increase over our last check. Let's see, 169. Now he's big enough now, so I'm going to take a look at some of his other body measurements. I'm going to take a look at his wing cord. His wings are still tiny, of course, but growing steadily. And I'm also going to, for the first time, measure its bill length today. The problem is this down is so thick, it's just locating the wings in all that down. And of course, we want to be super careful because they're quite delicate at this stage, and so we don't want to do anything. Oh yeah, it's growing well. So it's 36 millimeters. 36 millimeters, yeah. When they're fed a lot, they grow faster. And his wing cord is already longer than some chicks in the colony that are actually older than him, but perhaps haven't been fed as well as he has. Okay, I'm going to keep him in the bag, out of the wind as much as possible. Just see if I can retrieve the little head. And I'm just going to... they really don't like their bill to be touched, and of course it's quite soft, so I'm going to do this very quickly. Okay, mate. Yeah, so it's 19.8 millimeters. Yeah. Yeah, 19.8 millimeters. Yeah, so he's looking good. He's growing above the normal curve. So, you know, he's on track, and we have about 2.5 months to watch him continue to grow. and watch his wing chord especially grow to over a meter wingspan, total wingspan. It'll go from 36 millimeter to about 275 millimeters by the time it's ready to go. Now, one thing I will mention before I put them back in is that we have our research collaborators, Leticia Campioni and her assistant Philippe, who are on Bermuda right now. They're staying on Nonsuch Island, and what they've been doing over the last 2 nights is waiting for adults to come in to feed the chicks. We wait until the chicks have been fed, and then they'll take the adult out, put a GPS tag on the tail feathers, which is a proven way. The birds don't even, respond to them at all. They're only 3 grams each, and we have the female for this chick, for this nest earmarked. We're going to do that sometime in the next night or two. So if you see Leticia and Martin going around, don't worry. This is part of a 3-year research program that we've been doing, and they're going to be coming out every hour to check and look for adults that have come in. Let them feed the chick, because that happens in the first 10 or 15 minutes, and then give them a little time to rest, and then they'll be taking the adult out to fit the little tiny tag on the tail. And you can't even see the tag. All you see is a tiny little antenna sticking out the back. Okay, so I think we need to get this guy back out of the wind right now, into his very nice nest now. And here we go. Yes, quite a mobile little fellow. And yeah, so no problem at all. He'll just preen himself a bit, right back to business, and he's rapidly getting used to these checks, which we try to do a couple of times a week at the minimum. Yeah, it's probably because of the light. He's climbing up the sides. He does this anyway. He climbs all over this nest. He's one of the more mobile chicks. Okay. And we'll put... Yep, and that's it. Good. Okay, so yeah, everything looks good. We're going to be weighing the other chicks in this colony as well, except for, as I said, the CahowCam 2-1, because, Daddy's in with the very young chick there, and so we don't want to disturb him. That male has also been fitted with last night by Leticia and Philippe with a tail-mounted GPS tag. So it'll be really interesting to see where the parents from both of the CahowCam chicks are going out to sea, how far from Bermuda, to gather food to feed these chicks. And that's something that in due time, when we get the maps made, that we'll be sharing with you and such, thanks to Leticia and her magic maps, So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. You can see from a rather stormy and windy Nonsuch Island on March 17th, 2022. Everybody have a good day, and we'll see you all. And of course, JP behind the camera and everything, the unsung hero of the whole episode, because he records everything. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. We'll keep you updated on what's happening with here. But so far, a very exciting and record-breaking nesting season for Bermuda's critically endangered national bird. And we'll see you again in the near future. All the best, everybody.